Is your liberty threatened by the increasing big government? Before we answer, please subscribe and donate. Keep us on the air so big government can't interfere. Dean Baxendale is a publisher of Optimum Publishing. He has a number of books on big government and surveillance, and you're also a world traveler. So and I know you're smart, so you think about what's going on. Do you agree that big government has the surveillance and it is penetrating people's lives that is threatening their liberty?
Well, I think we've seen the rise of the technology and government using that technology over the past few years and growing their engagement with citizens. And ultimately, when we look at the pandemic and we looked at the actions taken by government to ensure compliance at every level by people, including apps that would tell them whether or not you were where you said you were. These are kind of intrusive elements that are coming into our everyday lives.
I'm intrigued, Dean, by what you said, engagement with people, because governments say, well, we want more engagement with you because they are saying, well, if we have more engagement, then we'll understand your needs and we will be a better government. To which a lot of people say, baloney.
I think there are obviously pros and cons to that perspective. But the reality is as we become more technologically advanced, we are in the information age, there are going to be more elements of this, what we consider big government and big surveillance over the citizenry. The question is...
that's Orwellian. That's 1984. I mean, should we not be stopping some of that?
We should certainly be looking at that in a number of different ways. If we talk about the M63 and the Online Harms Act specifically, this goes down a whole other path that actually is quite intrusive.
Just for people who don't know about that, there's going to be somebody appointed by the Prime Minister with a whole bunch of people around him or her in Ottawa looking at everything on the internet and saying, well, we don't like this, so it's off.
So China has about 2 million in the 50-cent army. We're going to have our own 50-cent army. The 50-cent army looks and parses the internet for content.
And if they disagree with it, or if they say, we don't disagree with it. We are here for freedom of information. But if they say it's hateful or if it's seditious, it will be off.
Correct. They'll take it down.
And it's their opinion.
It's their opinion.
So therefore we are losing our independence. We, Canadians, everybody.
Everybody is. And we need to fight back, especially on M63. The bill needs to be revamped 100%. It is an intrusive bill, and having a Politburo as such of 5 members that adjudicate over an individual or a corporation saying something, that person could go to jail for saying something that they don't agree with.
Yeah. They're already building one for you and I. Now let's just talk about books then. We have 15 seconds. Books are a great antidote to that.
Yes. Books are, hardcover copies of books. You take the book, there is no intrusion. You get the choice and you interact with it.
To either read it or not read it, and if you read it, to disagree with it.
Correct.
Optimum Publishing. Dean Baxendale, thank you very much. 3 minutes. This show provides independent analysis of the issues. We are not paid by the government. And as I am finding, so much business in Canada relies upon various governments that they don't want to sponsor or advertise on a show which may become controversial, which talks about liberty, freedoms, sometimes criticizes government. I've had guests on that support the government. But people are saying, you know what? We don't want to bite the hand that feeds us, i.e. government, which is why I hope you'll subscribe and contribute to keep this show on the air.